Hello everyone, thanks so much for coming by the beauty room today. I have some great information about apple cider vinegar today. Now, apple cider vinegar is the most versatile thing that you would have in your cupboard that will help you for your body. You can use it on with so many applications. You can use it for a foot soak, you can use it for skincare, like as a toner, you can use it in your hair, you can use it for so many things. It's a wonderful, versatile thing. Now today we're going to be talking about apple cider vinegar for your hair. So apple cider vinegar has a pH level of 4.5. Now that's really good because when you use things on your skin, you want to have the pH level around 4.55 because you don't want to disrupt the acid mantle of your skin. And once you start disrupting that acid mantle, again, what happens is that you can have broken capillaries, you can have rashes, you can have hot flushes, all sorts of things can happen to your skin when you do that. So you have to be really careful when you're using things on your face, especially home stuff, what the acid mantle is. Most products, commercial products, they're all pH balanced. Because everyone knows you need a pH balance on your face. You cannot be, as I said, you can't be using soap. For instance, soap is more an alkaline level, and again, that's why you get the dry flakiness and you might get a bit of a rash and all that sort of thing because it's not formulated for your face. So you do need to be aware of that. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is apple cider vinegar just as a rinse on your hair. So you can get some apple cider vinegar, get a jug that you might mix your food with or something, a new jug or something like that. Put a cup of apple cider vinegar in it and then put 2 cups of water. Now you can use spring water, normal water, tap water, whatever water you want to use, but generally you would use spring water because it's softer on the skin. Mix it together, and once you've finished washing your hair and cleaning your hair, all you need to do is run that through your scalp and your hair and let it sit there for a while. Let it all just run through. So when you do it, you'd just be slowly tipping it over your hair. You'd be bunching up your hair, cupping up the apple cider vinegar and water into it and mixing it through. Now you will find that your hair will be amazingly soft, okay? It will be incredibly soft and incredibly conditioned when you do that. So that's the first thing that you can do to help your hair health. The other thing I do want to say is that don't ever try to mix baking soda into your hair, not with anything. Baking soda is a really harsh thing that you can use on your face or your hair, or your teeth. So I'm really a bit anti baking soda because whilst it can be used in cooking applications, if you're using it in an application for your body, it can be quite harsh on your body and it can upset, again, the pH balance because it's more on the alkaline side. So it can upset the pH balance. It does have a pH balance of about 9, so it's on the very high alkaline side. And again, we want to keep things in the middle so it doesn't upset it. So I personally would not use any baking soda on my hair, my face or my teeth because it can be quite corrosive. So that was just a little aside thing because some people want to use baking soda and I'm just letting you know now. Personally, I wouldn't use it. So another recipe that you can use with apple cider vinegar and to cleanse your scalp is peppermint and rosemary oil mixed with apple cider vinegar. Now, peppermint and rosemary oil are fantastic for cleansing your scalp and cleansing your hair. Sometimes what happens, we have this build-up on our hair. Whatever you put into it, you might put hairspray into it. It's the outside elements. Our hair actually takes it all in. And this will really help just take back all of those things that are stuck in your hair and your scalp. You would use half a cup of apple cider vinegar, half a cup of spring water. Get a sprig of rosemary leaves and throw them in, and I mean a sprig just about that big, not like massive amounts. You can then bring all that to boil and let that steep a bit, let that simmer a bit so it releases the rosemary leaves aroma. When it starts to cool down a bit, then drop a couple of drops, 2 drops of rosemary oil and 2 drops of peppermint oil. Now what that's going to do, you mix it all up, take away, strain the leaves off and all of that, mix it all in together. And what this is going to do, when you put this through your scalp and your hair, it's absolutely going to help clean the scalp, number one. And number two, what it's going to do is help cool the scalp. The peppermint oil will help cool the scalp down because a lot of heat radiates through our scalp. And peppermint oil will just serve to bring that heat down a bit and cool it off a bit. It's a wonderful feeling. I use peppermint oil on my scalp, and it does cool it right down, and it just takes away that heat away from you and the pressure that sometimes you feel on your scalp. The other thing it will do is start running through your hair again. Mix it through your hair, just gently mix it through your hair, let it sit there for maybe 10 minutes, and then rinse it off. And you will find it will be amazing. You know, all these things for the hair, especially essential oils and apple cider vinegar, it's just there to help make our hair look absolutely amazing. So the last thing I have for you is an oil infusion using apple cider vinegar as well for your hair. Now, sometimes your hair, if it's really dry, and you can do this even if your hair's not dry, it's just a beautiful thing to do, is you need to infuse it with oil. Just like your face, your skin, it sort of reminds me of, you know, like when you have a leather chair and you rub linseed oil into it. That's what you're basically doing for your face, is keeping oil and your hair is keeping it nice and supple, just like you would a leather chair. But anyway, that's just an aside. But a recipe that you can use for your hair to keep it beautifully soft and to keep it hydrated and feeling fantastic is apple cider, avocado oil, and coconut oil. So what you would do is you'd use 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. You can use the pulp of an avocado if you wish and puree it up, if you would like to do that. Then use 1/4 cup of avocado oil and 1/4 cup of coconut oil. Mix it all together, and my idea to do is to warm it up, because once you warm this up and put it on your hair, it will feel amazing. So once it's warmed up, not till it's too hot where you can't use it, but to a lukewarm, just above lukewarm, take it out and first massage it into your scalp, all over your scalp, okay? Once you do that, what that's going to do is going to clear off all this scum and grime and all the dandruff and all the outside elements, all the pollution. It's going to help clear all that away. Then start massaging it into your hair. And by that, I mean grab your hair and massage it gently, or scrunch it up into your hair, and then get a afro comb, and you can tell how old I am because we call them afro combs back then, but one of those big square combs with big teeth, gently comb it through, get some cling wrap, wrap your head with it, and sit down and watch telly or relax or sit outside or do something for about 10 or 15 minutes. Now what that's going to do is the heat of your body is going to start infusing into the scalp and then into the hair. Then once you have finished in 10 or 15 minutes, go and shampoo it off gently, do your normal conditioning. You won't even know your hair. You won't even know it, okay? Go try it for me and come back and tell me, because your hair will be incredible. What it does is it just tames it down. What this does is actually it lets the follicles on the hair, it just lays them down the follicle, rather than when they're all sitting up and all out of shape and crazy, which makes it look frizzy. It lays the follicles down, and when the follicles on the hair are laid down, it brings health, it brings shininess, you're able to control it better. So this would be something very, very useful for people with fine hair, with crazy hair, with curly hair, with dry hair. It's something for you that you would be able to do on a Saturday afternoon, just as a self-pampering thing. So guys, I really hope these are something that you can use, something really practical that you can use for your hair, and something that will really make your hair feel amazing, because if we've got crazy hair or we don't like our hair, it really does affect the way we feel about ourselves. So guys, go and give that a go for me, and I hope it makes you feel better. Always remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will help you with all these great updates. Also, go ahead and like the video. It's a really good thing that you can do for me. If you like it, just click that like button. All right, guys, we have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye.